Sheriff at the ready for Carpe, but it gets dropped immediately, and Mako kicks things off in perfect fashion for DRX. Xcurate will try to stabilize with the Cascade, but he's so low on health, 15 HP. Saya player now with the Sheriff. He'll try to find a timing as the opponents on DRX have already gone through the stairs. Xcurate just trying to stay alive. He just wants to buy time until his teammates arrive, but Saya player can't land a shot, a single one onto Buzz, and Foxy9 will get another. And it looks like it's all down to Rossi. Picks up the Sheriff. He can land the shots. Still doable considering the health on Mako. He can dwindle down the numbers. But DRX, they're just not giving him an angle at all.
Look at where Bane is tucked away right behind that crate. Already taking a little bit of damage to Rossi, not much at all. Buzz just tagging him up for a few hit points.
Yeah, look at that reposition from Buzz as well. Just goes in between the pyramids. Doesn't want to give that long range sideline to the Sheriff. And Bane's ready for the peek out. It's going to be 4 they were looking at to rejuvenate this. We'll see if they can make it happen as the Marshall awaits. The drone not going to spot him in time, but the TP in, and it's going to be Izu who gets the first kill. Bane trying to get another as he pushes out onto the site. Now everyone corralled out on the backside of the pyramids. Buzz finds a timing as he swings back out, trying to expand their territory here for DRX in the post plant. Izu, he's been noted, low on health. Mako finished him off, and it's all down to Carpe with only 10 HP.
All right, let's see if he can do any more damage. You can see that they're watching for that flank. Izu even TP'd back over there to make sure that this angle was covered. Set up the quintessential DRX crossfires where everybody's on point, knowing what their job is. Now they leave the site, expecting maybe that there's potentially one player lurking. Let's see if they can catch it.
Yeah, Buzz very low, so if they want to carry over as much as they can, maybe send someone else first, as everyone already took a lot of damage on their armor, and it is going to be Stacks who peeks out, gets a kill. One more point towards that Hunter's Fury. All three right. Foxy9 creeping forward to open up some space for the rest of his teammates. Saya player, he wants to check. They have no information on the side of T1 right now. They need to push out for contact, but he's checking the wrong corner, and it's a swing out from Buzz as well. They thought it was a further back shot, and it was, but little did they know the Jet holding close, sight broken open, and now T1 on their first buy round, down to 3 members already.
The discipline and the reads have been so good for DRX. It's going to be a couple players from a lot of different directions that DRX is potentially going to have to account for. Looks like now, though, they're going to move away from Elbow, 2 from Link, 1 from the site.
They'll approach the site itself. Cascade to cut off that angle, but it's going to be Bane who tags him a little bit. Forces Xcurate to just stand there, wait for another peek out, and look at this, just the ping pong back and forth in the aggro. And DRX looks like they never lost a beat, even with Bane entering. As the flash comes out, Bane gets the last timing of the ultimate as well for the cycle for DRX. Dimensional Drift now against the Eco, and then they'll have other ultimates cycling through in the next couple of rounds. Meanwhile, Foxy9 on the lurk. I mean, using the Eco round to start this type of conditioning is huge as Rossi gets 1 kill from afar. Plants Izu close, but it's still just not enough weaponry for T1 to try to make a dent against DRX.
Almost impossible here. Saya with that
Marshall.
Marshall. Yeah.
Trying to get a kill. Izu gets 1, tries to land the second. Has to readjust, gets pinged, waiting for Saya to go for the trades. Spike is taken down, so at this point, just looking to do some damage on the economy of DRX, but look at their creds. They're not going to be too sad one way or another, as they will actually finish off all the kills. Mako 1 point away from the Viper's pit. In case he drops it, but still using something at long range in case there are half armors. We'll see if it comes into play at all. So it's just going to be a pinch onto A from the metal door, and it's going to be Buzz high up above. Meanwhile, Foxy9 takes out 1 kill in the middle of the map. Xcurate will hold strong, and Carpe swinging out as well. Sprays for a bit too long, gives Mako a chance to recover. Bane finds 1, can't land the shot onto Rossi. Has to get the gate crash. Mako down, Bane catches 1, gate crash out. Now Spike still a little ways away, but Izu has not heard the TP. Bane's just looking for it, and he finds the target. Izu, no idea about the opponent. Yoru's jumped through the dimensions. That out on the minimap by Xcurate.
Jeez, Buzz, this is so aggressive.
The Jet, and he gets the shot right through the poison cloud as well. Dwindles down the numbers. They still got 50 seconds. Trying to fake the rotate, cuts audio, and looking to creep in once again. Now the rifle in the hands of Buzz. This is when the entry happens, but the same angle held by Izu. This could be everything. No, Mako swings out, and DRX, they fan out, but the remaining members of T1, they'll dwindle down in numbers. Carpe good for 2, and now Foxy9, he has to clean up the site. It's a 1v2, 30 seconds. He has to recover the spike first. Euro dead, but only 10 HP, and all the way from mid. Xcurate will finally secure the first round. So now the counter-dimensional drift, they'll take that Q to try to push in. The Cove denying that flash. Bane, he'll take over the Cove for the time being, but they're now trapped inside. Xcurate only good for 1 kill. Bane will stabilize, he flashes out of the toxic screen. Gate crashes back out. Izu, meanwhile, drops the spike away from DRX. 40 seconds on the clock. The gate crash to try to create a crossfire, but Rossi might be aware of it. He's up far. He gets 1 kill, checks for the TP, and then swings right back out after confirming that the Euro should still be in main.
Now that Op could potentially leave Izu and out if B is going to be the hit.
And it looks like the Op just wanting to set up on A main. DRX, though, they might have a read on this, and it's a quick push in. Buzz right up above. Gets both trying to anchor down on the site. Izu, he's providing backup, but he might just be a little too late. He has to stay alive all alone. Goes for the flashes to buy time. Finds a third. He is able to get that kill. Now only 2 members left alive. Finds another. They still don't know about Mako's position, but Izu might be well aware. That's a triple for him. Stays alive. Spike dropped on the site. Calls for backup. T1 has arrived on the site. Now it's all up to Foxy9. T1's rookie trying to bring home this round. Can Foxy9 answer back?
Tough situation for him. Carpe right over there. Sees the head.
Sees the head. He finally notices it. A little bit shaky, but will secure the kill, not taking too much damage. Still just not quite sure. Did this Euro leave? Is he back? So many angles to check. And Saya will make the call if Foxy9 ever crosses over. Foxy9 finds him at long range. Saya's just not looking for it, perhaps looking around, trying to clear the other side of the pillar. And now Izu. The mind games, it's already been 20 extra seconds. Is Foxy9 well aware of the possibility? There's a cyber cage, he taps it. But Izu's just gonna wait. He's gonna start to push forward. Gate crash used. Is it going to be a fake? Is it going to be a TP? The mind games are on board. He's actually gonna TP over Foxy9. He's trying to read that it's a fake. He's trying to clear all the possibilities now that he knows it's not the peak, but Izu will get the quad. And the rookie shines once again for T1 as he brings over a 3rd round, looking for the operator first.
Just what an insanely brilliant round here. Able to then...
Operator set up on A main once again. A jump peek. He gets spotted. He dashes forward a little bit. He gets body blocked by his own teammate, but Izu will go for the trades. Tries to stabilize this round. They have to win it out, if anything but for Saya, and they will. And they should be able to recover the operator.
Good combo there with the utility. But DRX can just push at the pace.
Yeah, they're just going to go for the 5-man push once again into the site with the Blade Storm already planted on the site. Bean gets 1 kill, and it's going to be a jump over from Buzz. Trying to get above. He's trying to get the right click and misses the Saya player. Waits for the shorty, but it's going to be a quick swing around as we see DRX open the site. Foxy9 available for the lurk if they need it. 3 rifles versus the 2 members of T1.
Tough situation for Xcurate. Carpe going to use the drone. Do have the Viper's Pit, though. Will cover the spike in the back site.
Ooh. The Pit really trying to deny this. DRX, they just want to continue the lead here in the first half. Want to expand it all the way up to 7. Now 1 member pinged out. The Cove used to try to get at least to the half. It's not right in the pit just yet. They're right outside of it. They're not quite sure of it. They're checking for the spam, and he actually gets the defuse! DRX! A crew available for Carpe.
Not yet.
Not yet, but he spots pretty much everybody here from DRX. He wants to challenge Foxy9. Shuts him down, rookie for rookie. Saya player, Blade Storm out. He needs to stay alive. The dash out for Buzz. And Saya says, sit right back down on the ground. As we see Bane now trying to chase forward. He's the drone for Stacks as he gets 2 kills. That's the 3rd for the round. Izu now back from mid. Needs to wait for Rossi, but he's going to try to hold on to the site. All on his lonesome. He's done it before, but it's 3 members. Rossi now arriving on the site. Izu, it's baited by the decoy for just a bit. Stacks during the reload, but it's just finishing in time. And now all 3 members of DRX will be set up for the post plant in A main. Tagged already for Izu, the crowd chanting for the IGL to get his moment in the spotlight.
Oh God.
And oh goodness, it is the last round of the half. He'll try to find him. He knows he's TP'd. And Izu just staying alive. The round surely lost. There's the snake been able to to expand their territory here from mid. So the cut noise creep towards
30 seconds
from
left.
tunnel. It's going to be a dash in. Checks for Bane, but they haven't cleared Foxy9 just yet. He's only good for one. Izu, gate crash all the way into the site. He'll get a double. Opens up the site for his team. Xcurate, he can't finish the kill, but stacks all the way down to 10 HP. Izu with a third as well. The rookie from T1 trying to claim his place in stage one as he gets a fourth. Can he get the ace now this time? The crowd chanting for it once again, and it's the ace for Izu. Trades back and forth, and Bane get more for his troubles.
Yeah, I was curious if DRX was going to try some kind of forced push off the back of that tap. They waited a little bit. Look where Rossi's gotten. Oh, no.
DRX is aware of this, though. They just swarm him all the way on the bridge. Bulldog picked up. Saya player, he has to defend the spot. He has to stay alive. It's the no-scope at range. Back scoped in. The Bulldog comes out, and it's going to be Saya player putting down stacks as well. Only one remaining member of DRX on this eco round.
Saya so good. Those no-scopes right on point. Foxy spotted at range, takes some damage. Thinks better of it. See if he can find a better angle to get a kill. Maybe just a tag on a Carpe. Carpe just bouncing around.
Oh yeah, just buying time for Xcurate, it seems. It's going to be the flank around. Xcurate will get it.
Easy to read the way that T1 set that up, and he did.
Yeah, all on his lonesome as well. So now T1, not too many options. Trying to consider if you want to use the Dimensional Drift or not. Trying to get some information, but he's way too out in the open. A bit of a Hail Mary there with the decoy. Now everybody getting spotted. Xcurate will still thin the numbers, but that Cloudburst has an opening, and Buzz and Mako will use it to perfection. Xcurate trying to do just a bit more damage. If he can take down Buzz down to 35 HP, 3 bullets left, that would be enough for some happiness on the side of T1, but DRX will stabilize with 3 Vandals before he has to relocate.
Yeah, gonna be tough for these two players on site. High Tide cutting Buzz off, reckoning in right on stacks.
He pushes in, he's trying to find a timing, and he sprays down for one, but it stops them all together, and they're gonna have to swarm through the Poison Cloud. Buzz, he's surrounded, can't quite land a kill to finish it off and dwindle the numbers. Now Mako already on site, he finds one Messiah player with 1 HP, is able to swing out. Now a 3v1. Foxy9, the spike hasn't been planted just yet. Notices the jet dropping down behind the wall.
Spike planted.
Does he check for Xcurate behind the box? He has his eyes trained on main, and it doesn't look like it. He's not thinking about it. Xcurate finds him. That's another point back towards another reckoning. And T1 will find DRX. They still have a jet that they can try to set up. T1, they don't want to give an inch. They don't want to give timings here for the setup. They check for the decoy with the recon as well. That's 2 quick kills, and T1 looking very comfy. If DRX want this round, Buzz is going to have to pull some of his off-season heroics with the Blade Storm to try to tie things up against T1. But for the time being, Izu trying to shut down any sort of curveball, as well as Buzz dashes right into his death. Foxy9, again, the last one alive, but very different circumstances.
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, again, catching DRX players off. Blade Storm for Saya, but not really going to be that important for a couple rounds, most likely.
Boy, it's a fast hit again, right above the trap wire as well. Foxy9 just trying to stay alive. You do have the backup from Bane, but he's been spotted around the corner. The flashes, it's not good enough as Izu and Saya player, they swarm on either side of the wall. Backside clear, sight broken open. Rossi still in the lurk in mid. And DRX, once again, they don't have a good position for this retake just yet.
Yeah, Stacks getting a little bit of damage, I think, to Saya there. That's a really good snake bite, but Saya able to step just outside of it after the plant.
Revealing area.
See if it can be cleared in time. Actually doesn't catch anybody from that position.
Yeah, it's going to be Xcurate. Still spotted, though, on that peak from Mako. Meanwhile, we're going to see Buzz. He finds the shot out to Rossi. Now a 2v2. The op's still online. He's trying to find a kill. Stacks will dwindle the numbers. It's all up to Saya, but he's only got 41 HP. He wants to isolate the fight. He gets one. He knows that Buzz has the op. Trying to go for the dash with the classic. Doesn't want to give an opportunity to Buzz. Thinks he would.
Doesn't really fool DRX too much. There's a gate crash sent over just in case.
Oh boy, he's approaching. Both sides approaching. They feel like it's been enough. And Saya out of timing off of the flash. He goes for the blind shot, takes down DRX's operator. And there's an absolutely clear updraft with the Blaze Storm, trying to open it up, but still a 3v3. DRX are holding strong. Xcurate on the lurk will take down Mako. Makes the site just a bit weaker. Izu popping out of the dimension will take down Stacks. Foxy9, how many times have you been here? And once again, it will be T1 shutting him down.
Yeah. Is it going to be enough?
Are we grasping at enough straws here
yeah,
yet?
exactly. But, I mean, I don't know if I would have rather had that ult for a different round when you have guns, maybe. That's the only thing I'm thinking.
30 seconds left.
Foxy9, he's got an opportunity. They're creeping in. He sees the barrel, but he actually misses a shot through the poison cloud. A bit mismanaged on the length of the Vandal. Wasn't able to hit the headshot. And now surely DRX perhaps reconsidering that dimensional drift. As we're not going to find an opportunity, Mako will try to pick up a weapon, see what he can do with it. Is he going to go for a save? It might be, but he might not even be given that opportunity. He finds, sees the jet. Mako decides to wait. Does he go on the hunt for this kill? They've already saved up for the next round anyway. Sees the gun barrel. Saya trying to just peek out off that. Mako having a little fun. Time ticking down though, so Mako will just wait to see if he can take away all the weapons on the side of T1. Another down, but Excurit finally defending the arsenal of T1. Jeez, man. They might look to pick up the tempo. Reckoning and Underfury available. Buzz tries to land the shot. He gets the hit through the box. Rossi still healthy for the time being. Mako will pick him off though. There's Underfury to clear the site. Bane now going for the trade, but Carpe with yet another with the bow and arrow, and Izu will stabilize the site. Stax gets pinged, has to wait for his teammate. Foxy9 has to arrive, but no, once again, last alive, not fast enough to keep up pace with T1. And his first opponent will be Izu, who takes him down. T1 leads 1-0 against DRX.
And that's the bounce back you need after a tough loss against DFM for T1. Split, a little more comfort potentially for Bane on that Omen. Already setting up for maybe a paranoia push or something like that.
Oh, and the dash in, the fake pressure here from T1. Now both of them get taken out very quickly before the main force can even enter onto B site. So this should be a pretty hard tell for DRX. The paranoia coming out, but they still haven't cleared the trap wire. Foxy9 good for one. He won't be able to hang on, but Mako will clear Carpe. Now Excurit with 70 HP. The last one alive, trying to isolate more fights, and Buzz will find him right around the corner. A quick and easy pistol for DRX.
Yeah, starting right where they started on Breed.
Pressure, see if there's a reaction. They're trying to re-clear, but Mako, so clever about this. There's the ping, and that's the swing out one. Ooh, he's not able to get the second, but Stax is there for the trade. Mako peeps right back up as he sees a little bit more of that fight going through. Rossi this time, the only one alive with the classic. It's going to be a flawless 2 Spectres, 3 Bulldogs carried on. It's a fast rush into ramps. Taking over that position, putting that pressure. Now dashing in for a pinch from mid, but the backup cut off by Mako. So now it's just the 2 duelists stranded on the side of A. Izu gets taken out by the Trailblazer. And now everyone stuck in mid for the side of T1. 3 members, a Stinger, a Sheriff, and a Classic. Trying to walk into B site. Cloudburst, that's all they've got to try to sneak in, trying to draw the attention away. And only Carpe remains. Only 1 kill for T1.
Well, for Foxy. So this is going to be a little bit tricky for T1 to navigate. The info game going to be very, very important.
Dash in, he actually tags him through the Cloudburst as well, and DRX is all there. Mako for the crossfire. The cam never spotted. Absolute hard read on this execute from T1. It's a common one for the double duelists, but DRX are well set up for it. And now just the 2 controllers from T1. The round was over before it even started at this point. Send a paranoia, they'll do whatever they can, but the snake bite to keep them at bay. The spam through as well. I mean, both of them getting chipped quite a bit. Rossi all the way down to 25 HP.
1 enemy remaining.
I mean, Mako is just peeking up and down non-stop, switching ropes, keeping Excurit at bay, and then waiting for the peek out from Stax. It's a perfect hold by the veterans on DRX as they go up 5-0.
Yeah, and Mako just...
3. Seekers online, so yet another tool to stop the aggression, and Mako's just ready for it! The double duelists can't find their footing. This time a staggered entry. First off kill going over to Buzz. And every lane has been shut down from T1. Every round, they try to take space, and DRX is just ready to greet them.
It's just an immovable object as Mako. A little bit of a jiggle peek. Gets the attention now. That's a great kill for Rossi.
Okay, continues to run and gun. Upgrades to a Phantom. 1v3. Not impossible, but Showstopper, Seeker, I mean, considering the round lead, DRX wouldn't be too afraid to use that if it comes to it.
Well, you got all the information in the world here. Stack's even going to double check mid to make sure that Rossi is not there anymore. Flashback. Yeah, Foxy9, not flashback. He's taking a break. Foxy9 left to his own devices, but
I mean, you know that the troops are here.
Left.
Absolutely. So Rossi just trying to clear this out. Actually doesn't quite clear it in time. He'll just get picked off as Foxy9 picks up the...
He's reading these situations so well, playing individually so great, setting up teammates at times to help him if things get a little too spicy.
It's just cutting the audio, creeping in with the paranoia, but the counter paranoia is there. Is it enough to allow Stax to get the kills? The Seekers come out and they line up behind their own cabbages. Stax will buy enough time for the teammates to arrive. 3v2, but it's still the best shot that T1 has ever had this map. Saya player, too many angles for him to cover. The smoke comes back up from Excurate. Only a stinger in hand there. Trying to recover a weapon. Vandal now recovered. Planting, the paint shells come out. They should be landing. Excurate takes a big chunk down to 50 HP. Now, just going to back out. Create a crossfire against the spike. As Excurate is low. Side player would like nothing more than to get an early peek. He wants to get one, at least one, dwindle it down to a fair 2v2. But the timing's not in his favor as DRX, they slow creep into the site. He's going to be looking up into heaven. He gets one, but Foxy9 already in the site. There's the Cyber Cage. And Saya player's actually going to get the kill onto Foxy9 somehow. As we see the dash forward from Saya. Saves the round. And
player this time, Izu, going to try to take space with this stinger. And it looks like another fast hit.
All right, he's pushed through. The angle is good against the toxic screens to clear out vents as well. That sets up Saya player all the way into heaven. From the shadows to create backup for DRX. But Foxy9, a great one-way to mask himself as he goes for three. Excurate, unaware of where the shots are coming from. Another tagged as well up in heaven. And this Cypher setup, they just can't break through it. Rossi chasing down for the kill, but the boom bot will finish him off. And the backup has all arrived for DRX. 10-0 right now, no impact, no value in this map too. Not something you want out of your second duelist, out of your star rookie. Another setup onto heaven, but DRX is just reading through it. Izu finally logs onto a kill. Can he find the second? He still gets shut down by Foxy9, but it's enough time bought. The site finally broken open. The first time T1 will get a taste of the A site here. The pit goes up and Excurate is on the lurk. He's waiting for the wraparound. If Excurate can get these kills, T1 might be on for another round in the first half.
Is he expecting two?
Oh, but he doesn't check at all! He's looking for a timing around ramp.
No!
Not taking into account at all sewers. And now, Carpe and Rossi, both in the pit. They don't really have too much of an option. Carpe checking for screens on the wraparound. Not sure if he would have caught him. But meanwhile, they're going to refill the pit. The paint shells come out. There's the pop flash. Seems like you did see him as he's trying to delay the jump down, but now they're swarming on. They've all landed on the site. The tap onto the spike. They're trying to draw them out. Rossi in elbow. It's close range. He gets taken down. Carpe tries to find a timing before the pit goes down, and Buzz will finish it up, but will they have switch up here from T1? And that's enough to throw them off. The Seekers trying to chase through over by mid. Meanwhile, B7 getting swarmed. Rossi's still on the lurk. He's waiting to try to capitalize against Buzz, but they hear that the operator was in B main. There's Showstopper. It's going to land onto a double as Excurate also drops down from Evan. Gives another kill, and Foxy9 has arrived down to a 1v1. Aware of Rossi's position, it seems. The poison cloud. Does he go for a timing? He's going to try to get both of them. Goes for elevation, and Foxy9 brings home the 10th round win as we wrap up the first half. Is it going to arrive in time? Heaven will be filled. Mako, meanwhile, going to switch places with Saya player. T1 Carpe will be holding onto the site, but Saya player whips the shots. He's not able to get the kills, and that might be the call to rotate. Heaven now broken up. Stax just trying to make sure that he goes down to vents, trying to rotate over to B. It's going to be a quick backup from Excurate. Flanks around. Paranoia at the ready. He just wants to lay them. He hears them running through. Paranoia, but it doesn't hit both. He gets one kill, but not the second. Stacks jumping down, 3v2 for T1. Spike not planted yet, 15 seconds. This is a timing for them. Izu takes a couple of shots. Rossi, nice and clean right off the top. And T1 will get a third round win.
Well, just what the doctor ordered for T1.
Pacific is trying to force up a singular outlaw on the attacking side.
Wild.
T1, they don't have a sentinel, they're trying to push out. The outlaw gets one, but now T1, they find the trade. They're well aware of the outlaw. That should change the positions they hold as well. Izu with a nice timing. Peek out as well, and the spray down for two. Zaya for a third, and it's just going to be Excurt with a Bulldog. Can they get the Vandal as well? Should be able to recover those weapons.
Maybe saving that showstopper for another day, see if Buzz can do some damage. They did something out of the ordinary there. Gives him the he missed
goes
it.
right over Carpe's head. Now the up dropped as well, and the one hope that DRX had in this round, it might just give an opening for T1 to claw back. Two members still pressuring, but they will not greed for more space. They understand that they have secured this position. Ramp being taken over by Bane. The next duelist himself, can he get the op kill? He gets one. He's quick with it, but he shows his back. Mako there for the trade. And T1, what seemed like an absolutely unlosable round, starts slipping away from their grasp.
I mean, it's just imagine the world where Buzz hits that showstopper. It could be a completely different round, but he missed it, and therefore he got punished. Outlaw and the Blade Storm still there for Saya. Only a judge for Rossi, so going to have to concede over the plant most likely as T1. Mako, though, only on 24 health. Not like he's going to be able to get the ults here. Stack's still away. The Seekers.
Hoping.
Look at him. He's going proactive.
And just looking for one extra kill as they have no idea where they are, and Mako finds it. Saya tries to turn the corner close, and now Rossi, just the judge, has to make noise if he wants to upgrade a weapon. Finds one close, but he knows that Mako's weak. He doesn't get the kill with the judge. Are you? Carpe sitting there solid. Now the judge down in vents. Buzz, are you aware of it? There's the drop, and once again the judge fails Rossi. No justice will be served tonight. The Saya player fights for his lives, but it's too many members. Bane clears out ramp. 3v3 for DRX to try to take us to the deciding map of Bind. Spike will get planted. Ramp control, main control in favor of DRX.
Spike planted.
Izu gets through, finds one. Not able to turn around against Bane on that paranoia. Here's the from the shadows. Are you aware? Is he going to finish that TP? He does. And Carpe recognizes it right away. There's a mural theft. Carpe, does he have an idea? They know where the cyber cage came from. He's trying to wait to try to paint Foxy9 for a peek. Still quite a bit of time on that spike. Carpe just waiting for the peek out. Looks like he's going to go for the half. And Foxy9, he's going to rush forward. He doesn't want the half to be done. He jumps. He's waiting to see. He hears that he's not sticking it. He hears the shot still coming through, and he's still jiggling, and he gets the kill through the wall. Foxy9.
Brothers book here, using that high tide to sneak himself into a position to look for some frags potentially, but they're going to re-aggress on the showers area.
Yeah, DRX, they want to clear it out. They know that time is running low, and there's a wide swing for Rossi. Draws out all the crosshairs. Saya will stabilize with another kill, but are they aware that Buzz is holding close? Saya, this side has not been cleared just yet. He tries jumping, doesn't find it, and he goes for the jiggle, and Buzz finds the kill. Now Spike down in showers. Bane catching Excurt from behind. It's just down to Izu, and he does not have enough time to go across for the spike. He realizes this. He's been spotted. He has to go for a pop flash, trying to eliminate everyone, but it's eventually going to pop in his face, of course. Since that change, if it runs out of the timer, it will pop. Foxy9 gets backed out by the snake bite. Cascade not exactly getting too much value as they're just trying to get a reaction. Zaya's pushed up close.
Can still TP here, maybe. Just barely enough time to know they're going to go for the plant again.
But there's the Mosh just trying to push them out, but Mako still sprays down for two, and the spike plant has been disrupted. Izu trying to stick for it one more time, and Bane will try to swing around. Spike does go down, but Izu, can he hold on to this area? A Saya player continues to pressure. He gets another kill with the Sheriff over by Showers. 2v2, and Izu has wrapped all the way around. Are they aware? They're not quite sure. Bane, he still gets the kill. Half done, but now Saya, They realize enough time has passed, and they know that it has to be a flank.
Woo! That's as close as it gets, though. DRX taking a ton for this hit. Flashes as well.
Yeah, the fragment just going to keep them at bay. They cannot drop into the site just yet. That high tide will be running out of time. Reposition around the cascade. So Stacks is ready for it. Buzz just trying to hold on to main. There's the showstopper. He finds him close, and it's going to be Stacks and Buzz, the duo, that cleans up the kills. All down to Saya player. One Vandal left. He won't get to carry it over, and it's a flawless on the bonus for DRX. Of this if they want to launch an exact set play onto the site. They're going to swarm it with all of the utility. There's a guiding light, there's the Dizzy, but the Molly lands right in front and they just cannot move forward. They've been slowed down. They're all getting burned at the feet, and Buzz enters for another double kill. Still, Carpe alive, picks up a Vandal. Wingman will get the plant. Mosh online. The IGL of T1. There's never been a better time for a clutch to bring them back onto the stage to keep their morale up. Both members of DRX full health, full armor, one snake bite and a cyber cage. Could it be enough utility?
We're going to try to cut it off with both smokes, force out the Mosh.
So now they know that he's out in main. Location identified, snake bite to keep him at bay. Carpe just going to give him the half. He's trying to go for a swing, but they're still sticking it. He thinks it's just going to be a fake off of the snake bite and the cyber cage. Not going to find the shot, still gets taken.
For breathing room with space clearage. In fact, it's going to be actually the Bane smoke. It's going to be used to set up that one-way. Mako's just too good.
Yeah, just keeping a timer as well as he's jiggling back and forth. Shower's now held on. And T1, they're just going for a send. They will have to try to fake things out if they can draw out some of the utility. But look at the minimap. Buzz blast back and forth for the flank. They want to keep T1 trapped. They don't want to give him an opportunity to try to take the TP. And T1's not going to get it as Buzz has arrived. They have to push the site. They have to clear out all the members of DRX. But Bane finds one. Mako a second, a third in the round, and Bane with another as well. Yet another flawless here for DRX.
And they're coming at you.
Foxy9 to just hold on to it on his own. Even set up for a retake with that cam. And the KO already arriving. Stacks here to help his teammates. They'll have to give up lamps, but not the most crucial of areas. But the flash is good! And it's going to be the transfer over with the Stinger. Saya good for 2. But it's going to be reclaiming the backside. The crash, he lets it pass. He's pushing forward. Stacks, he finds one. Can he find the Gecko? He's good for a triple, a quad, and he's on for the ace. The IGL of DRX. Spike has been planted. DRX has to remember the mission still ongoing. Out in the open. Just a Stinger for Excurit's Harbor. The 0 point will find him. Lamps secured. They know the objective. And Stacks checking for the box. Cyber Cage comes out. Stacks not wanting the ace, wants to secure the round, and even will give over the defuse to Foxy9.
I was just about to say.
Foxy9 is waiting for the trips to activate. Both of them get cleared. Seekers will identify them, and T1, they're going to try to push through, but the Cyber Cage isn't good enough. Oh, he expects the wide swing, but he's just going to land the shot. And now the rest of the members of DRX, they have to hold on, but it's 3 members pushing elbow, but the blast pack does wonders. T1 still answering back, 2-1 in numbers. It's going to be Excurit and Rossi, the new members, the global members here for the Korean squad of T1 up against Mako, the Rock of Korea, trying to tap the defuse. Pushes up, and Rossi just gonna peek right back in from the toxic screen. It's going to be the kill.
Comfortable to do so. The game plan seems to be more of a kind of execute heavy style, and it's been pretty well handled.
Yeah, well, there is the Dizzy and the guiding light, but Izu can't get far away enough from the trap wire in time. Saya not covering his back either. Rossi now finally there for the trade, but it's still a 4v3 in favor of DRX. Carpe trying to bait out a little bit of a reaction. They recognize where Foxy9's location is, but backup has arrived. Backside filled up by Stacks and Bane.
Right here.
Even
30
Buzz
seconds left.
getting prepared to rotate over. Once they hear the spike plant, he's looking to approach. There's the Dizzy, but they're ready for it. It's going to be Foxy9 Cyber Cage that keeps them held, allowing Stacks to get another double in this round, and Buzz will get the finisher, 8-1 in favor of DRX.
Able to buy RT1 off the win of that eco.
Oh, they're walking right into it. There's the Trailblazers, and he doesn't bite. He waits for the extra memories. He goes for a second! And Buzz shuts down the entire approach from Showers. He's still aiming for a third. Foxy9 will pick up that kill as they get tagged by the Cypher Util. Mako peeks out amongst the chaos, making sure to cover his teammates' backs. And in a blink of an eye, it's only Rossi with 35 HP and a dream. All 5 members of DRX left alive. Allows Stacks to still stay on the B site just in case. Trying to get over the strip wire, he gets tagged. He's afraid of the swarm coming in. Bane just drawing the attention. This is all so Buzz to try to get what seems like another showstopper, but Mako says, this is gonna take too long. Cleans up the kill. Well, on B, is this truly a push? How does he get the tag? But it's all enough to keep Mako alive. 30 HP, he'll now back up. Bane has arrived, and so has Foxy9. Goes for the spray. Carpe down to 3 HP. Carpe trying to plant with the wingman. Rossi's gonna spray as the Dizzy tags. Rossi trying to open up the site, trying to bring home just one more round. And Carpe and Excurit will both get another. Buzz now all down to him. He already took down the Saya player, but there's 4 more members. Trying to recreate the magic of the 10-2 in the first half, but these snake bites have a different idea. Nope, peeked out just a little too early. And that's going to be Carpe taken down first. But the swing out, all right, Buzz gets 3.
Some good operator moments for him. But this
DRX has already read through, right? This default that T1's been bringing out. They kind of jiggle back and forth around the high tide. Excurit waiting for it. He's good for 1. He expects another, but it's going to be 3, and he's not able to clean up the rest of the kills. Stacks and Buzz, they won't push their luck any further, and they re-peek, but a quick TP in from side player Rossi. Now a quick 2v2. Foxy, is he going to go for the teleport play alongside his teammate?
He's got to wait for Mako to slide up by the door if he's going to go there. But instead, Mako's going to try a different angle, see if they can crunch from sight. Spikes down, so T1 playing it a little bit close to the vest, but now they're starting to push out.
I mean, this is just a timing read on both sides. DRX trying to check if they push through, and Mako will turn around in time. And that's the TP. Saya with a frenzy. It's just in range. And a triple for the duelists as they get 4 on the board. And now not squandering this opportunity. It's going to be an early orb for Team 1. Trying to push out, just going for dry contact, and they will get 1. Trying for the pop flash. It's enough just to buy time. No, it's not. Buzz catches them on the exit. T1 perhaps trying to greed for yet another kill. That's the downfall of them. And Buzz, he's now in the flow state. Gets a triple kill. Trying to open up the site all on his own. Calls for Bane. Calls for Spike. Meanwhile, Mako still opening a site in case he gets stopped on the entry. Look at this. Bane still holding right by, but it doesn't matter. It's just kills across the map. At 11-5 for DRX.
Unbelievable read.
But nothing off of it for T1. They're holding close on guard, and Carpe gets spotted. This is going to be enough here for Izu. The pop flash comes through Izu, but it's only a Guardian. He can't get the second kill. Carpe will equalize things. Now a 4-3 lead in members.
That's a great adjustment here by T1. Shutting down some of this early aggression, taking the showstopper out of the equation. Now you have a bunch of ults to work with if necessary. If DRX even gets to the plant, it's going to be potentially pretty tricky with Excurit sitting behind the tube. You got the elbow angle now held by Carpe, who can throw a thrash in there as well. If DRX even gets anywhere close to this, not even going to tap the orb. Don't want to give over the info, trying to keep it quiet.
Now we'll see if they can get through unspotted. They're already in the entrance. Carpe senses something, perhaps a jump peek, catching a glimpse on the way down. The Dizzy and then the Thrash to keep them tied up. One's been detained. Foxy9 hiding in and out of the cyber cage, but that's going to be enough. The orb now picked up by Mako, recognizing that the round is already lost. Just wants to get closer to the Viper's pit. Look at the creds. Well enough for DRX, so Mako just looking to see if he can get a kill, and he does, and that's the Viper's pit now online for Mako. That's the best he could hope for.
And any economic damage he can do.
If they want to drag this out into a late night of overtime. They've taken aggressive Showers control, but Foxy9 well aware of this, looking for the peaks. He's just trying to draw them out 1 by 1. He will catch 1. That's the raise down, but Showers still in control by Rossi. This time, the fast flank coming in from the rest of T1. All through A short, and look at DRX's position. They've chosen to push all the way into the back side. They know that Showers has been given up. They know the flanks have been coming in. The hard pushes out of B, and the post plant is good from TRX. Trailblazer finds nothing. Stacks just looking to buy time and lamps. The rest of his teammates setting up in Evan. Stacks, if he can get a kill here, it might as well secure the entire map, and he gets it. T1, they still have so much to clear. They have to push out. Excurit will answer back, but it's just 2 members against 3. Util still in the hands of DRX. The Molly lands, and Rossi goes down. And Excurit, the last one standing, but he will fall to the IGL of DRX. And DRX says once again, we return to try to reclaim our throne here on home ground.
Buzz is